Hello and welcome back to Whoa. Hello and welcome back to Mad Monk Vlog. I am Amy from Mad Monk Costumes, and today we are going to do something a little different. I am actually going to do a movie review on Alice in Wonderland, the 2010 version that came out 8 years ago. This is going to be a costume review of the 2010 version of Alice in Wonderland. You may have noticed, if you know anything about me, or if you've watched my previous videos, or follow me on any kind of social media, that I am slightly obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. I say that very lightly. I am very obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. I'm kind of have an obsessive nature, and so I thought this would be a perfect video for me to do because this is something I'm quite knowledgeable about. And I can't put that knowledge anywhere else. It's not actually useful knowledge. So why not make a useless video that not very many people will see anyway. Alice in Wonderland, 2010, Tim Burton, magical beauty that it is, starts out with Alice in a carriage and she is with her mom. There's a little note about her not wearing a corset. The corset is like a codfish, and that kind of sets it in the right tone of what time period this is. Costumes in a movie or TV show, that is what sets it in time, where and when the story is. But what's interesting about this movie is that there are costumes from other time periods. You see some of the 18th century, like the early 1700s with the White Queen, and then with the Red Queen you see some of the 17th century, so the 1600s. So you see some of the 1600s showing up with some of the Red Queen's outfits. The Red Queen is inspired by Queen Elizabeth I because she's got red hair, she's very pale. Let me set that down. Go to my notes. Look at me being all professional writing notes. Wow, that was sassy. The reason I'm talking about the time period and what they were wearing kind of all proves the point that she was dreaming. Like in the scene when she is climbing out of the rabbit hole and hit her head and she's got the scratches on her arm, people think, oh, well, I mean, the scratches on her arm, she got that from the Bandersnatch, and so that must prove that it's real, that it actually happened. But she fell down the rabbit hole and scratched her arm from the roots of the rabbit hole. All of those little details that are added in there are actually just evidences of the fact that she was dreaming and that she's mad. Like at the beginning of the movie when she is introduced to the sisters, or she knows who the sisters are, but the twins, they're both wearing stripes. That's kind of a small detail that kind of sets that up. And I think Alice in Wonderland does a very good job of that. It's one of my favorite movies, even though it is overly bloated with CGI. I love it anyway. A lot of people have love-hate relationships with that movie. I think one thing that sticks with it is the costumes, because you see so many people cosplaying from Alice in Wonderland, whether they really like the movie or not. You see someone cosplaying the Mad Hatter, you'll see the Tim Burton, Johnny Depp version cosplayed majority of the time. I've seen people cosplay Alice where they create her dress. There's multiple dresses. She's got a dress where it's red and it's beautiful. It's like this big dress whenever she was really big and she was in the Red Queen's court. And so people still cosplay and recognize the costumes from this movie. I mean, it made over $1 billion when it first came out, and then people still had love-hate relationships with it, even though so many people went to go see it. I used to watch it like twice a week whenever I was working on this hat. Or no, I watched it almost every day when I was working on this hat because I was trying to get as much inspiration as I could. And what's also cool is when they do costumes like that with that much detail, that it gives cosplayers some wiggle room to kind of add their own little flair to it, to where you can tell who it is. You know that it's the Mad Hatter, and you know which version of the Mad Hatter it is, but each one has its own little detail to it. That movie is set apart with its costumes, and even to tell the story, some historical influences in it that might be overlooked. I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's aging pretty well. The costumes are aging well. The CGI is not, but that's okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I think it's pretty great. I'm actually gonna go watch it right now because I want to. Ugh. It's cold. My coffee is cold. Gross. Oh yeah, this is a Cheshire Cat mug from the original Alice in Wonderland book. I say I'm obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. You have no idea. Shout out to Maya, my friend Maya, for getting me that mug. Haha! Look at that. Looky there. Ain't that something? And when this heats up with coffee, when the coffee's all the way up to here and it heats up, the cat disappears. So that's pretty cool. I have a problem. So yeah, I hope this was interesting to you, even if you don't really like Alice in Wonderland, or don't really care. Anyway, I hope this was interesting to you, even if you don't like Alice in Wonderland, or don't really like Tim Burton or whatever. Maybe this was fascinating. Maybe you learned a little something. Who knows? Let me know. That would be really great. I upload every Saturday, so please subscribe and follow my Facebook, Mad Monk Costumes. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I hardly use Twitter, but it's up there. Please leave a comment on YouTube and on Facebook. This is uploaded both on YouTube and Facebook. So yeah, subscribe, follow me. I post a lot on Instagram, and I have a new photo shoot of me in my Mad Hatter cosplay. If it's the first video you've seen of me, I'm very impressed that you've made it this far, to the very end of the video. So yeah. I give you applause for that, for sticking with me that long. So yeah, so that means you must like me a little bit. Please subscribe so I can torture you more every Saturday. Because that's when I upload, every Saturday. Yeah. Okay. Bye.